This is Tyler Adams, and this is my Brit Rest journey.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Big Wavy Boy Johnson here.
This is the professional Nathan Cruz.
Yo, this is Man Like Doris.
Hi, this is Tom Thurber.
This is Benji.
This is the Asian sensation Kanji.
This is the Nightmare Fuel Hassan Malone.
This is Joe Rage, the heavyweight classic.
This is Mad Dog O'Doherty.
This is Tonga.
I'm the Breaker, Carl Kingsley.
This is the infamous Cameron Solis, and you're listening
to
Broken but Glorious.
Broken but Glorious.
To Broken but Glorious podcast, because like me, you are head to toe a pro.
Hello and welcome to my Brit Rest journey on bbgwrestling.com. I'm Chris Lappin. I'm delighted to be joined by the Intergender King, Tyler Adams. How are you doing this evening, Tyler?
I'm good, very tired, but we push on.
It's been a long week. So.
It's been a long Thursday for me.
Since it was 2 years in the making. I think it was just fabulous February 2020 when we first discussed you coming on the show.
I know, I remember
it's been a while.
You doing like the small clippets with Lily and James and like Harry, and I don't think I got my chance to do it, did I?
No, I was going to do Charlie Brennan and then you, but they started playing really loud music next door, and that's all you could hear on the recording. So
I remember now.
So I had to redo the James Reed interview because that's all you could hear. Just boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
I'm glad I've had like 2 years to kind of prepare, I guess.
So was that your last show before lockdown?
My last show before lockdown.
Oh, you're in the Island Rumble.
Oh, so the Island would have been the last show, yeah, because that was literally just shy of lockdown.
Yeah. So into February. That was my last show.
It's all like a blur to me, to be fair, like when wrestling ended and when it started.
Yes. So how's your return post-lockdown gone?
Well, it wasn't supposed to be a return. I kind of stopped, didn't I? Mid through the first lockdown, had a few things going on, stopped, and then I feel like I kind of had to want it again. I had to love it again because I've done it for so long. I've trained for 9 years, and then I wrestled on shows for 5 years. I just feel like I lost everything that I wanted from it.
Yes.
So I had to step away, and then when I wanted it again, that's when it works, doesn't it? When you want it.
Definitely. So was Wrestle Island in that 6-person tag your first match back?
I did a PCW Academy thing. I went down there, did a few things there to get a bit ready to come back. It's always fun down there. You have free reign to do what you want. You're always either doing double or triple time.
Who were you facing at PCW?
I was in a triple threat, and I feel really bad because I'm trying to think who it was with. I know who they are, but I don't, I forgot the names. I know it was Jack Nudson's tag partner, and I feel really bad saying that, but I only know his Instagram handle, which is Prince BH.
Yes, I can't think of his name, it's not there either. And
then another one of their trainees. And then after that, I got asked to go on again because the show went a bit short. He needed someone else to go out. Went out and did the promo, and then I was in an intergender match. I'm with this trainee called Valentine, and that was fun.
Oh wow!
Have you seen Valentine?
She was on the TV program the other week again.
Yeah, she's good to work with, to be fair.
Yeah, she looked a lot of fun. She
threw me around a bit, took a few deals.
She looks big and she looks strong. Yeah.
Yeah, she was good, and it was fun. It was something to get me back in there, and I took a few bumps. I was sore after it, went home, slept. Those first few bumps, you just don't know what to do you?
Oh, it's really annoying me who she was against. Was it Lizzie Evo? It was on TV a couple of weeks ago. Oh, it's annoying me. It's so interesting to you.
I have no idea. I have not even seen any of the stuff. I don't even watch TV. I watch Netflix, that's it.
Yeah. Were there any matches or storylines in 2020 you were particularly looking forward to being involved with that couldn't happen because of the lockdown?
Not really many storylines. I think I was just I got into the Prospect division, then I Wrestle Island, and then we went straight into the Rumble. So from there, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I'm happy to get booked and I'm happy to work with Peter. I love Wrestle Island, and it's one of the shows that has given me the most time. They've given me a lot of time.
Damn.
So I can never say anything bad about Wrestle Island. It's just it's a fun show. It's stacked. It's a stacked card. You know what it's like.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. It's on every show.
You go there at 10 in the morning, you go home at 7 at night.
Oh, I can't remember what show was it the Christmas show? And it was like 4.5 hours long, and the kids were like falling asleep.
Yeah, that was
it was an amazing show. Yeah.
I think I was on my...
So yeah, it was an amazing show for hardcore wrestlers. Yeah.
I always think I was on just after the interval, so I kind of like had a bit of the crowd then, and I remember the crowd when like the kids were they were tired.
Wasn't it the 6-way prospect tournament qualifier, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was such a fun match.
Yeah.
Like to have like a debut match in like a multi-man and like have it be so fun. It's so easy, isn't it? Like there's not much to think about. Like you're all in there, you're all like doing your own things. You don't have that much to think about.
I've only missed one show in 4 years. It's only because it was my mother-in-law's 60th.
I still probably wouldn't have gone. I would have still went to the island. I don't know, that's just me.
Yeah.
No, but,
I'm sure it's for me, but some other one. Yeah. I think it was because it was a 60th. If it was a 59th or 61st, I think we could have got out of it. But it was a 60th. Yeah.
That's how I feel. Oh my God, I'm like 6 months over 25, and I'm like, I'm ready to retire.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that sounds 46 weeks enough. Oh, yeah. It's gone, the knees are gone.
You can imagine with wrestling. Oh, it's all going downhill now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So having these 18 months off, I guess it gave you a chance to like evaluate what's worked well and what hasn't worked well over the last couple of years. So are you going to make any tweaks to your character or to your moveset? No, back.
I'm always training. I train with Dean every week. And then I train a lot with Hannah Taylor and Rio, she from Preston?
Yes.
No, she lives in Preston, yeah. So I train with those two.
I think she's built from Manchester, but I think she lives in Preston.
I only say Preston because I knew she worked PCW, and I just, wherever you work, that's where I say you're from. Could be from anywhere else, I'll just say you're from there.
It was Valentine versus Hannah Taylor.
Was it Hannah Taylor?
Yeah, it was.
We got there in the end.
Yes.
So I train with Rio and Hannah a lot. Rio's there most weeks, so we get on so well. She's literally, when I first like thought about Rio, she like intimidated me. She's the loveliest girl. I'm gonna get that out there. Yeah. She's so lovely.
I've heard that. It's just her wrestling character's so intimidating that.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen after show she's been a bit standoffish, but I heard that she's lovely.
No, she is. So then, like, I think me working with the girls a lot, especially training, just like made me want to like step in with them, because I remember like me and Hannah, like we'd work a lot in training, and we'd do so many things that like we could have like a good match. And then I started training with Summer Rain. Like we started training at the exact same time. I've known her since I was like really young, and I've always only ever wrestled her when we were training. And then we would do like mini matches in training when we were like very new, and it would always be with her. So I've always got very comfortable with the girls. So I think that's where the intergender things came from. I'm not that big. I'm 5'8". I'm not that stacked. Do you know what I mean? Like the girls can still throw me around. You seen Holly Hudson? She gave me a T-bone at the last show. You know what I mean? Like these girls can still throw me around.
Yeah, I saw Wrestle Island put out on their socials that you wanted to challenge for their women's title in 2022.
Yes. And we've got Alexis Falcon, and then Harley's got the power up. So, I mean, see who it is. It could be like the back end of 2022, and it could be December. We could have had 5 champions since then. So we can see who I end up in there with. But anybody, I'll be happy with.
Yeah, I'm really excited now. There was a bit of a swerve. Harley went, and I was like, "Ooh, so that means she could go for the men's title or the heavyweight title go after Alexis." So I was like, "Oh."
I hope she doesn't, because I want Harley in the division with me. It's Harley's someone I want to have like a match with too. Keep Harley in my division. Let's not give her the world title.
You versus Harley could be a lot of fun.
Yes. Give us a big storyline. We're like on Messenger, we're the Rock and Steve Austin, so you know that's what we're veiling for.
Sappin and Dolls, it's Harley Hudson, and you're listening to Broken But Glorious. See ya.
Alright, so if we go back, let's go way back. So who was your favourite wrestler growing up?
It was a mix between male superstars, Edge and Chris Jericho. I started watching probably 99, when I would have been like 3 years old. That's my very, like, I got into it because my cousin liked it, so I liked it from very young. But my first actual pay-per-view I remember was Survivor Series 2001, and that's when I seen Jericho properly there too.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he faced Chris Jericho faced himself, faced Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, like, even from there, he was so good.
He's amazing.
He's still got it, but I liked him when he was, like, a bit younger.
Yeah, I think he's 52 recently. I think it was his birthday this week.
Yeah. I mean, he's still going out at 52.
I've really liked his how he's kind of moved into like a more hardcore style, but kept like the theatrics and the Jericho of it. He isn't just like a lumbering old man doing hardcore stuff like some people have turned into. But I love how his character's developed over since he left WWE. Of the Paymaker, and the Demo God. Yeah, everything he's done since leaving WWE has been amazing.
As soon as they start going like hardcore in their old age, it's like senile, isn't it? It's like, well, what have I got to lose now? I'll just do whatever I want now. If I retire tomorrow, I retire tomorrow.
Definitely. So what prompted you to do on the Tights Again the Ring yourself?
I mean, I watched it like I said, like all of my life basically. And then I did start training when I was 13. And then I was so shy. So like I stopped like not like 2 weeks, like a few weeks after. I just like, don't know, like it was like such like a big group and the wrestlers are so like over the top and I was just such a shy kid. And then I ended up going back when I was 16 and then I was much more comfortable then. And I just took to it and then we're 25. So we're coming on 10 years in next September we're coming on 10 years.
Yeah.
So
is that all started? Also,
yeah, I've always trained in All-Star. Obviously, I've branched out. I've trained in Fighting Spirit, Robbie Brooks High School in Leicester. So whenever I branch out, I can. I'm looking to go to other schools soon, but it's time.
Yeah, because you always seem to either test dummy when Dean Allmark debuts a new move on Facebook. It always seems to be you who's debuting it.
Every week.
Yeah.
I mean, every time he puts it on Instagram, I get a lot more new followers, so we'll keep it going.
Yeah.
More followers I get, more people to view me, it's good.
Yeah. So was Chris Jericho who you want to like mold your style around when you started training?
There was a few things, like, it's so hard because like I like a lot of stuff he does. But like I also, when I grew up, like I was all for the women's division like I am now. I love women's wrestling. So like from when I started training, I had my moves around like Gail Kim, Angelina Love, Madison Rain, like mainly the knockouts because they were killing it like at that time.
Oh, yeah.
So if you watch my match, like I am a women's wrestler in like a male's body.
Yeah, my son was trying to make you a woman on the WWE game so he could put you in the women's division. He hasn't quite figured out how to do it yet. So you just look like you have boobs at the moment. You can't quite get. You can't figure out how to do it.
Put the boobs flat. put a vest on them and download like a chest plate of a man and just put it on the vest. We'll be sorted.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's our plan for you at the moment. So we're trying to get because on one of the previous games you could download a man that can wrestle in the men's division and a woman could wrestle in the women's division, like templates, but you can't do it on 2019, fortunately.
Oh, well. I mean, put me in that women's division, hopefully it will push more people to put me in the women's division.
Yes. That's all. So did you have an idea of a character when you started training?
When I started training, I've always been so theatrical as well as my selling. I modelled a lot of my selling and taking a moves around Dolph Ziggler, and that's what like I was known for in training. I would just take a move and I would like flip out. So then when I got like my first set of gear, it was like blue tiger print shorts, like what Dolph Ziggler used to wear. So it was very, very, very generic. And then I kind of moved to like, I ended up like getting like this like neck collar with feathers on, and I went a bit like dark, but I think like what I am now is like what I want to be. Like the dark character, like I'm just too like over the top for that. Like me being silent, it's not gonna work. And like what I'm doing now, we're called like all this attitude and like all this sass. It's what works for me. And like I have fun doing it because I can't keep my mouth shut anyway.
So take us back to your first show. So in hindsight, what do you remember about it? Was it a good match in hindsight?
So my first actual show would have been a Rumble, and I was in for a little bit and out. But my first like singles match was against RJ Silver,
Oh wow.
Me and RJ, like, so when I started training, I think he was like 3 years in, and then after a few years, like, I caught up, and then so I debuted with RJ, and then after that, and like, whenever All Star was doing like Southport, we travel, it would always be me and RJ. So for a long time, like, I like, that's the only person I would face, and it's been like years now since I've faced him.
Yeah, so if you've like Tyler Adams versus on YouTube, it's Tyler Adams versus Spider-Man's the first thing. That's RJ Silver, wasn't it?
Yeah. But our first match, I probably couldn't ask for like a better match. Like for a first one, I was very shy. I remember kind of not knowing how to like play to the crowd. It was two baby faces. We hit a lot of moves. RJ did his flips. He did a flip off the apron onto me. And this is like a first match on like an All-Star show, and he's flipping off the apron. We're doing like a top rope arm drag. Then we finished. Ryan went over, and what would it have been? What did he used to do back then? It was either the Black Mass or like a stomp to the back. I remember everything but the finish. But I remember it being like a good match. It was fun.
Could have been the Black Mass if you don't remember.
I know. Took the selling a bit too far.
The first match I ever saw you in was you were teaming with Visage at an All-Star show against Gabriel Kidd and Spider-Man in New Brighton.
Do you know what? I love that match. I look like Visage, like, and then Gabriel Kidd, like, he was obviously just full of knowledge on the other side. He knew how to work, like, the All-Star crowds. And then wrestling Ryan is easy. Like, it got to the point where, like, me and Ryan could go in the ring and we could do anything about speaking. Probably if we went in the ring now, it wouldn't go that way because we haven't wrestled in a while. But we'll see if I ever creep back into the men's division.
Yes. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, we've still got photos with like Joel. This was, how much this was been? This have been early 15, maybe? Early 16, probably, I think.
I think so. It's so long ago.
It was a long time, because Joel's 16 now, but in the photos of you and him, he's so small. He's probably 2 or 3 inches taller than you now. He's dead small in the photos.
Is there photos? You know what? Like, when you meet like so many people, it just goes out your head, doesn't it? I forget I even did a meet and greet there.
Yeah, I'll post it to you after the show. He's like, Joel's like about 5'10" now, and he must have been 10 in the photo then.
It's gonna be me, like, in my green gear with no face makeup on, with, like, no kind of character.
I think it's you in your green cat, and then he's got a picture of him and Spider-Man, and he's like, oh, Spider-Man, because he's dead. He thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Spider-Man's a wrestler. It's so corny, isn't it? I remember, like, and like, Joe had so much, like, respect for, like, RJ for doing it, but, like, I feel like if that was me, I'd just be like, oh, I want to be me. Do you know, like, I don't want to dress up in, like, a costume. But he did it so well, he can flip and he's tall, so he worked it.
Yeah, I assumed it was just to sell the birthday parties they were doing, because they were giving out leaflets for birthday parties throughout the whole show.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I think the Fancy Castle place has recently just opened.
Oh, yeah. The first one. Maybe. Yeah, we promoted everything on that shows. If you're not on the show, you're flyer, and if you're on the show, you're putting flyers on the seats. You're always getting your monies.
If we go slightly serious for a moment, so we did have the Speaking Out movements in June 2020. So how have you found Brit Rest since we returned, and how have you found the difference? Or have you found the difference? See,
that was my biggest thing when I was like, I don't want to wrestle, because there were so many gobshites in wrestling, so many people that like I didn't like, and like it like been like horrible to me, and I mean like homophobic, everything to me. And like, on the surface, they were still wrestling, they were still like doing all these shows, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there and blast it on social media, and like, it's like water off duck's back with me. Like, I've heard it all before, so I don't get, like, it's not gonna faze me anymore. So for people who are like abusers and like racist, homophobes, like, if they're out the business, good. It's a better place for all of us.
Yes.
There will still be people that haven't been outed yet, but their time will come.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, everybody I've spoken to since has said how great it is backstage at the moment, and there's no the little cliques there used to be, and it's just a lovely, better atmosphere.
It's just so bizarre how people can like be that much of a prick. You know, like, like, I couldn't like name names, but it is what it is. You don't want to give them any more spotlight. Like, they're gone now, so
Yeah, and hopefully they won't wear him the way back in, because I heard El Ligero had a match in the arse end of Scotland a couple of weeks ago, and everybody just went on this promotion, like, wow, why are you letting him wrestle and stuff? And,
See, like, people, like, when stuff like this happens, people do lose hope, but then as soon as it happens, people are on it. So as long as people are on it and people are boycotting straight away, there's no reason to, like, lose any hope for it. It's still happening. It's not as big right now because, you know, it's just nothing else has been, like, said. It's still there. It's just not as publicised.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so looking forward now, Brit Wrestler's back. Have you got a wish list of opponents or promotions you want to work for maybe over the next year or so?
I mean, I'll work anywhere. You book me to work, I'll work anywhere. As far as opponents, I mean, we've got Alexis Falcon, obviously, who has the Wrestling Women's title, so I'm looking to that. And then we've got Holly Hudson, who has the Power Up briefcase, and if she gets it before I get to Alexis, again, I want some of Harley. And
I think you versus Harley will be an amazing feud.
Do you know what, like, good friends hit each other harder.
Yeah. And she hits people hard anyway.
I'll hit the
I watched her versus Tommy Jackson in the Wrestland's return show in Ellesmere-Port, and she got him in the corner and she was whacking him, and it looked on the video, it looks like she's properly hitting him. But yeah, she gets over with the little kids so well. It's like, I took my niece and nephew to the last Wrestling show. Yeah. And she was my 4-year-old niece's favourite the whole show. She loved
I
her.
absolutely love Harley. She's so amazing. Such a nice person.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to get her back on the show again, because she's done so much since we last interviewed her, like 2 years ago. Even though
she's taken off.
She's done so much the last 6 months. Yeah.
I know, she's taken off, and I'm just like, wow, this girl is killing it.
Yeah, she's so young as well. She just turned 18, or she's 19, I can't remember.
Jealous.
Yeah.
I think someone else I want, especially from training, and we both said it, I want Rio.
Ooh.
We've worked together a lot now, and we've, like, developed a friendship, so we'll see where that ends up. She's never up our neck of the woods, but, you know, you never know. The women's division of the island could use a few more, so.
That could be fun. She's like a no-nonsense character, and if you're being really flamboyant in it could be a really fun match. Then she just
smashed me everywhere.
Yeah.
As long as I'm getting booed and they're cheering someone who's throwing me everywhere, I'm doing my job right.
Any of them 3 matches, I'll be quite happy to sit and watch.
I'll be happy to have all of them. Have a fatal 4-way. Well, I'll be happy. I'll have, like, all my, like, who I want in the future in a fatal 4 match. I'll be happy.
Well, if they book it right, they could do you versus Hannah Taylor, and then you versus Rio, and then you versus Harley, and then you've won 3 matches in a row, and then so you've deserved to go for the women's title.
I mean, if I think it'd be Harley, you should take a briefcase. Let's not, like, undersell Harley's briefcase.
No. You win the title, and then she just hits you on the back of the head, turns heel.
No, she can't turn heel against me. She'd have the biggest babyface reaction if she took anything from me. People don't like me, especially on the island.
Hi, this is the mother of the house of Visage, the queen of queens, Visage, and you are listening to BBG Wrestling.
Alright, so if you're promoted for a day, promoting an event, so using wrestlers who either worked or trained with wrestlers that are associated to you in some way, I give you a match type, or you tell me who you'd put that match.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, and as it's your card, every match can be intergender, every match can be triple threat, fatal 4-way, 5-way, multiple person.
I feel like
add a stipulation if you want. Yeah. My favourite one ever is somebody puts the comedy match. Loads of really strong muscle men. What's that called? Musical chairs.
Oh my god.
I can't remember who it was. Yeah. Oh yeah, all these hard, like, main eventers. The big guys.
Number contender.
Yeah, so
musical chairs.
Alright, so who would be in your main contest? Get the crowd excited.
So, I think I need something, like, quite snappy. So, Ethan Kelly versus Alfie Brooks.
Oh, yes.
That'd be a nice little fun one, little 205 live preview.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Yeah, they've been teaming up at Superstar Pro.
Oh, have they? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Last thing I knew was he teamed up with Harley.
Yeah, so their tag team is Kelly Brooks.
Oh, I love that. That'd be my new name in the women's division, Kelly Brooks.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a great match. Yeah. I've interviewed both the guys last year. Yeah, both lovely.
I listened to
both sickeningly young. I think they're both like 18. I was like, oh,
it's disgusting, isn't it?
18. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That's how good they're going to be when they're like 22, 23, 24.
I know, and I'll be retired.
Alright, who would you be in your comedy match?
My comedy match will be Big Guns Joe versus Chocolate Thunder.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
I seen Chocolate Thunder at the last show, and I liked what I seen, and I've always liked what Big Guns Joe does. Be interesting. Yeah. I mean, I'm saying this if it's actually going to happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be a really fun match. Would you have Joe as the heel, or how he is at Wrestle Island?
Oh yeah, I love Joe as a heel.
Yeah. It's weird when we go to TNT. Yeah, that's weird when we go to TNT Ignition and he's this big face and everybody loves him. I was like, no, we want to sing Tiny Tiny Joe with him.
I know, I love it. When he comes out with his protein shake and his own resistance bands.
Yes. Yeah, because when he was doing that, getting huge and niche thing where I can't remember what it's called or something, I was like, no, you can't get big. That's the whole point of your character, is that you think not that you are big.
Exactly.
You can't
kill
me. That's the whole point of your character. Yeah. It looks amazing.
I know. I need to strive to have.
Right, your women's title match?
My women's title match will be Hannah Taylor versus Harley Hudson versus Rio in a triple threat.
Ooh, love that. That's three completely contrasting styles as well.
All my girls in one match. I'll just sit back and enjoy it.
Oh, I've nearly seen that. They nearly had that match at the Just Fab First show where we had was Harley versus Hannah versus Alexis.
Oh yeah, I remember that one now, actually. I can't, Joe, I feel like that show was such a blur to me too. Like once in the show, it's like a blur.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, I kind of missed the second half of the show because I just started interviewing people. I think I did like 4 interviews.
Well, at the start of my match, I feel like I don't know why I was I first? No, I was first out for some reason. And I was sat on the table speaking to Lily, and like I was getting screams because my music was playing. So I had to like bail out and like run and do my entrance. I was like, sorry, I didn't know I was first out.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a Fatal Weight Cruiserweight match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun until I like didn't do the suicide dive. Like, I like went to do I hadn't practiced suicide dives for years. So I was like, yeah, I can do it. Went to do it, and I was like, I was going to, and I thought, no, I can't do it. No. And then I've just been doing them the other day, so I can do them now.
Yeah. Your mid-card title match, so your workhorse title.
Another triple threat. So Conor Klein versus Lance Rivera versus Harry McKenny. And I know Harry McKenny is not wrestling, but I really want him to.
Everybody wants him to. Come back.
No, Harry's so good, and he's lovely. And he's in really good shape now too. He can come back and throw that prospect division everywhere. His division. That's why I'm leaving.
Well,
Harry.
He's only 18, 19, so I'm sure he'll be back in it. He'll miss it soon.
Well, I message him sometimes. I'm like, can you come back? And he's like, maybe. And I'm like, please come back. But maybe it's just to shut me up though. So
nearly everybody who compared to years retired during lockdown come back.
Oh, I know, it's when someone's so talented though, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
you just don't want them to like give up.
Even when I saw to Jack Sinclair, he said, like, I'm thinking maybe he never said he was retired. And I've heard that Rabbit Riley, Frederick.
Rabbit Riley is so good as well. All these really good people like not wrestling, like it's so sad.
It is. Yeah, but then you had people like the Williams, like we're going to the other end, said he retired and now he's coming back for a farewell tour. And Martin Kirby said he's retired and he's back doing great things.
Exactly. Nobody's ever retired.
Okay, hardcore Extreme Rules stipulation-y type match.
So, I've got Cameron Solis and the Dogs of War.
Ooh.
This Paradox, obviously minus Connor, because Connor is in the mid-card title.
Yeah. Oh,
So that'd be RJ, Andy, and Rye.
that'll be fun. I think that's
I mean, I've
all
never really
right.
seen like
Six shots.
Cameron. I've never really seen like Cameron and Dogs of War together, but I thought if it's a hardcore match, I have to put Cameron in there, and if it's Paradox, I have to put Dogs of War in there. So
That'll be a lot. Yeah, I'd love that match. That'll be a lot of fun. I think Cameron said recently that he wants to get more into like hardcore deathmatch type of things.
I like his steel chair. To be fair, I really like his steel chair. It's very creative.
Yeah. And when I interviewed RJ, he says the first thing he does when he gets to the arena is look, see what the highest thing he could jump off.
That's the opposite to what I do.
Your tag team title match?
Tag title match. We've seen this one at Wrestle Island, but it was very good. So I'm going to go with the Young Ones versus Merseyside Mercenary Squad.
Yes, that's a great match.
Very good match.
That was a great storyline as well. As like he had only faced other champion. I think.
Yeah.
Young Guns.
Young Guns are so good.
They are, and they're sickeningly young as well. So they're both in their early 20s.
I know.
Ethan got in amazing shape during lockdown as well. So he went from a skinny kid to a well-built over a couple of months.
Jacked.
So, yeah. And they're great. They're doing great things on like Progress now and stuff. So.
I know. It's so crazy how people just like evolve so quickly, isn't it?
Mm.
Like
that's probably one of the if our best thing could come out of the speaking out movement, it has freed up so much more space for these people who've just been there for years.
100%.
Bubbling under the surface, and then now they're everywhere. So
I think like Young Guns were doing really good stuff anyway before lockdown, wasn't they? Like they were still like going a lot of places, doing a lot of things.
Yeah, they're doing amazing. But they just seem to they're doing a lot of amazing things in the northwest, but now they're everywhere. Yeah, I was so excited when they just walked out. I was like, I've seen these before. I've only seen these on YouTube.
Yeah, it was.
Then it's your main event.
I'm gonna have to like stay loyal. So I'll have Dean Allmark versus Chris Ridgway in his submission. I mean, they both know a lot. It's crazy how like well they know how to wrestle. It's like it blows my mind how like when you go into a session with Dean and the shit he does, it's just crazy. Because I learn a few things and I forget it by the next week.
Yeah, when NXT UK started off, I'm surprised they didn't take on guys like Chris Ridgway and Dean Allmark. Even if they weren't going to put them in like the main events, they could do such great things in the mid card, putting over younger talents and stuff because they're just solid, great wrestlers.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like they can see their time there. It's early days, isn't it? They're not going anywhere.
And I think All Star, possibly one of the best matches I've ever seen and the funniest matches I've ever seen was Dean versus James Mason. It was hilarious, but then it was like a tactical classic at the same time. I just don't know how they did it. It was like the best 15 minutes of wrestling I think I've ever seen.
It's like they don't stop, isn't it? Like, they don't stop. It's so, like, imagine, like, being able to work with something like that must be so easy just to go in and do that, and it must just feel like there's no thought process, is there?
No.
We can dream that we can have that one day.
That'd be a great match. And I like it. I've never seen him as a heel, but then he's a heel at catch. It's so weird being a heel.
He's such a baby face.
Yeah.
Like the biggest baby face. He's like John Cena, isn't he? Like, that's how he is in All Star. He is All Star's John Cena.
He's Dino.
It's just, no, he can't be heel. I don't agree.
Yeah.
He might be good at it. But Dino
he's good at it. That's all. So, yeah, when he turned on Joe Nelson, like, the first show, I was like, never seen him as a bad guy. It's going to be fun.
It's one of those things where the kids cry, isn't it?
Oh, that'd be an amazing card. I'd love to watch that.
I'll try to get a book for you. See how much money I've got.
Yeah. Just need to get Harry out of retirement.
I know. It's alright. Some amount of money will bribe him out of retirement for a day.
So where can the listeners see you in the near future?
They can see me wherever I'm booked. They can see me wherever I'm taking women's titles. Yeah. Right now I'm going into surgery in 2 weeks, so I don't know when I am going to be recovered.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. I hope it as well.
It's better to do it now, and then 2022 is my year, innit? All goes well.
Should still make an appearance at Wrestle Island.
We'll see. Well,
even if you're not wrestling,
we'll see. I'll see how well I feel.
Yeah. Well, I hope it goes well. So, do you want to promote any social media you have before?
Yeah. So my Instagram is Tyler Adams _, and over on, it's not Tyler Adams _, that was a lie. It's Tyler Adams wrestler _, just lying to your face. Twitter is @TylerAdamsPW, and then Facebook you can find me at Tyler Adams Wrestler, and not just Tyler Adams because that was a lie.
I'll put links to all your social media in the description below the interview. So I've really enjoyed speaking to you. I'd love to have you on again in the future. That's a lot of fun.
Well, let's see what we do. Let's see what I do in the future, and hopefully I'll have some women's titles to bring on the show.
Has a male ever done a female belt collector?
I mean, if he hasn't, I am.
I don't like Andy Koff. There's like the intergender wrestling champion in the 70s. I don't think he went round collecting women's titles. He was just self-declared.
I am going to go around and collect the women's titles. That's
yes.
what I'm doing now. I'm going to collect the women's titles.
Yes, let's start. Yes.
I mean, I don't think I want to start with Lizzie Evo and stuff because I would get beat up. So we can see if I try and collect that title, probably won't work out the way I want it to.
Start on all the academy shows, women's titles, and then work our way up.
Start with the replicas.